I don't know what I would have done without having my medals during that 2-year period, you know, zero income because of my business shutting down. And so thank God I invested in medals, you know.
All right, everybody, I'm Spegtacular, the Silver Stack. I'm here with MooneyTucker, who is an Instagram legend and a member of the community who loves coins, precious metals. And that's why I have him on, because I want to have you talk to somebody who actually loves this stuff as much as I do, and probably as much as you do. MooneyTucker, how's it going?
How's it going, my boy? Doing well, hanging in there. Me and Seamus are doing well.
Your dog, Seamus, how old is that dog?
Famous Seamus is 16 years old. And
16.
in dog life, he's 112.
Well, that's a blessing for old famous Seamus.
Oh, yeah. He's still kicking.
Now, Mooney, am I right? I mean, you're a coin collector, you're a precious metals collector. I mean, tell me a little bit about yourself and correct me if I was wrong about any of that.
I am a collector. I've been collecting at least 50 years. My father got me into this hobby. I'm a hobbyist. My father got me into this hobby when I was about 12 years old. He was a huge collector. When he passed, God rest his soul, he had left me his collection, and I've been collecting all along, and I have a nice collection. I enjoy Morgan dollars. It's probably my most favorite coin to collect. But I collect everything from notes to, you name it. So I'm all over the place in this hobby. I enjoy it.
Now, you said you collect Morgan dollars and you love Morgan dollars. Is there one Morgan dollar that you're willing to talk about in your collection that for you is just like, that's one that you just absolutely love above the others?
Well, I would say and it's probably a lot of people's favorites, any from the Carson City hoard or the Carson City Mint. I'm a big collector of Carson City Morgans in the GSAs, the non-GSAs, in the soft packs, raw, it doesn't matter. I enjoy collecting Carson City Morgans.
So now, Mooney, you're how old?
I'll be 65 in 2 weeks.
Listen, if I don't see you, happy birthday, but I'm going to try to, make an appearance on your Instagram page and say
October 29th, man.
That's very cool. So now, GSAs you mentioned, were you in the game when those basically came out and the government was trying to sell those to us?
I was, and my father was actually buying them from the government back then. I forget how it went. It was a process to get them, and I inherited a lot of them from him, the original boxes and the whole bit, the original shipping box from the mint. But yeah, I was alive for all that. I was around during that time, but I was counting on my dad then to do all that,
Yeah. Now, as far as community goes, like that's you. You're very community oriented. I think that you and I met originally on like somebody's live stream on Instagram.
We met at the fun show also last year.
You and I did meet at the fun show. That's right. A lot of other people were there too, but yeah, we met. You were wearing the same pants right now that you wore.
Same pants, same hat, same outfit. That's what happens when you get old. You know what I mean? It's just everything's the same.
Listen, that's what I do. I wear my comfy stuff, and then if I keep the same clothes, I get to buy more coins because I've saved money.
Exactly. I save money to buy those coins. So why not?
Now,
but yeah, community to me is very important. Our community is it's diverse, it's fun, it's educational, it's a little bit of everything. I've met a lot of fine people, including yourself, doing this. I've been active about 5 years in this. I've left eBay to come on to IG. I used to be a top rated seller on eBay for years. I'm more of a collector than a seller, but I've always fallen back on selling things when I wanted to get more stuff, or upgrade or whatever. But during thank God I had my medals during the COVID outbreak. My business was shut down for a couple of years, and my sole income was derived from, my medals that I had acquired. So thank God I had them. Got
Oh,
me
wow.
through some rough times.
Metals has a really special place in your heart then for that purpose, man, to keep you going. That's so great.
Absolutely.
Now, when it comes to community, like, tell me what you do within the community. Now, you mentioned that you do sell a little bit. What, as a community member, what do you do? What do you benefit from the community, and what does, just what happens?
Well, as far as what I do, I mean, when people have questions or they want to know something about someone else, is this guy legit? It's sharing information between one another. So mainly I'm there. I've been helping people with different things, suggestions, who's good, who's to stay away from, is this guy legit, that kind of stuff. So it's more of a supportive role I play in this community. And it's fun. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy the social aspect of it, meeting new people. I try to attend a lot of the shows, the meetups that we have over the past couple of years, where they come in from out of state and, we barbecue and stuff like that. Stacking NYC had a great one this summer that there was like 40 of us that got together and just to, share coins, share ideas, have fun, drink a beer,
They've nicknamed you Pops. Of course, you know that. And that goes with you trying to be there for other people. That really kind of makes sense. The nickname Pops, because you are, you're there for people and they got questions, they're new collectors and they got a shoulder to lean on. And it's kind of nice.
Yeah. And I like that role. It's fun. This Pops thing was, started by Wild Paul the Prado brothers, Wild Pig Pours. Yeah. Wild Pig Pours started the Pops thing, and it sort of stuck, And I guess because I'm sort of elderly, I don't feel elderly, I don't act it for sure, but Pops stuck, and I've ran with it.
Well,
I've embraced it.
It's a good thing to have because people know that they can rely on you and stuff, and you're not only like a shoulder to lean on, you're also hilarious. The things that you say, especially like 3 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning when we're up, and I get on Instagram and you say some of the things you say, I crack up. And again, for anybody that doesn't know, Mooney is big on Instagram, and I'll put your information, Mooney, if that's okay with you, down in the description of this video.
Sure.
If it's okay onto YouTube.
Absolutely.
I want some people to come check you out and be a part of the community. You mentioned that you stopped eBay to do Instagram. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, eBay, it's a great platform as far as all the people involved and all the people that you see there. I felt the fees were getting outrageous. Instagram was a new platform for me, which avoided all that, if you know what I mean. And I just chose to leave eBay and come over on IG and meet people. And, it's not as social as obviously Instagram is. You don't really get to meet the people on eBay like you do on this platform, So it was just a smart jump for me to come over and be interactive,
Right. And now Instagram.
I enjoyed many years on eBay though. eBay was a good platform for me too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Now Instagram, I've noticed, is we're very diverse on there. We have men, we have women, we have different races of people. There's no like, oh, you have to be blank and blank only to be on Instagram. We have everybody.
Right. Oh, absolutely. It's very diversified. And and a lot of, like you said, a lot of female stackers now, which I love. A lot of young kids involved, white, black, doesn't matter. It's all family, which I love. I really love that.
Have you noticed the younger group, like the kids that are on Instagram and their knowledge of coins? Does it just blow you away?
It astonishes me. Some of these kids, from that classic kid coins. I can't get enough of him. Dustin Varieties, all these younger guys, Vams Plus, Isaiah, they're really knowledgeable and they study, and they learn and they're very smart. These kids are smart, man. I go for suggestions from some of these kids sometimes.
Yeah. Me too. Where do you see coin collecting going in the future? People for years have said that coin collecting is a dead hobby. Do you see that? Do you think it's dead?
No, I think it's quite the opposite, actually. I see it growing in bounds, just over the last 4 years on here, the amount of people that have joined our community, it's tenfold. I see it going, increasing, not going away. So how do you feel about that? I mean, I see it getting bigger.
I've always said that coin collecting is going up and up and up. Now, coin collecting is now different than maybe when you started, now that you have the internet and you have just so much craziness that goes on as far as being able to buy a coin right there on your computer.
Yeah.
You in 2 days, like it's different now, but it's
Yeah,
better.
the way me and my dad bought back in the days was the weekend coin shows, the Sunday coin shows, attending those. We didn't have the internet like this. We couldn't pop on IG and wheel and deal in the DMs. We had to physically go out and seek those coins out. So that's a huge difference in this hobby, and that goes for all these old timers now that are on IG that've been around as long as me. They love Instagram now. Even now, what is it? Not YouTube. TikTok I see a lot of coin people popping up on there, on that platform also. Whatnot now, for example, another platform.
Right.
So the coin people involved.
Coin collecting is a lot like dating now. You just do it all on the internet.
Yeah, it's all based done on the internet, and deals are made in the DM. The direct messaging. That's how I do most of my deals. It's just talking back and forth with people.
Yeah, that's the best way, right? You kind of, because if you'll see a deal that's maybe on somebody's main page, and everybody has access to see that main page. But if you just send a personal message to that person, maybe you can get a better deal. I mean, that's the idea.
Absolutely, and it makes more sense, and you get to know that guy who you're buying from, which I enjoy that part of it too. You're not just trying to buy something or trade something or sell something. You're actually getting to meet a person that's in the hobby with mutual likes like you, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong. This little dude that's in your lap right now, he's actually even more famous than just right here being on YouTube. You did something with him that's really special.
I think he's more famous than me. This is Famous Seamus. Most of the IGers know him. I actually came out with a bar for him recently. Unfortunately, there was only 50 of them made, so they sold out within minutes. But this is the Famous Seamus. I think it's reversed, but it's paying tribute to my little puppy here, Famous Seamus. And then on the reverse, it says one of my favorite statements. You can read that, folks. I won't say it.
Yeah, you can read it.
This was made in conjunction with the AG Stacking. Edgar got these made for us, and they're a big hit. People love these. They're hard to get because there's only 50 of them made, but you'll see them up for trading and selling. They pop up here and there. Here's the original one, Spegs, from last year. Oki made this holder with my pretty face, and then the gummy bear, and then the reverse. I won't repeat it, but you get the gist. One of my slogans that I use.
And what's neat is, so Mooney, who's a community member, is having those created through another community member, and then also a community member, that little like plastic, acrylic thing on the outside, that little gummy bear guy, that was also a community member. So we're keeping this all in the community.
All in the community, all done by community members. From the bar, to the holder for the bar. Oki Stacker, by the way, guys. Probably most of you know of him. If you don't, check him out. He can make anything for you.
Yeah, I've showcased some of his work on my channel before. He's made like the Black Flag series, the little acrylics to go around that. He actually went to Coin Guy for his little logo. All kinds of stuff. I mean, he's talented, and that's part of the community. You just never know who can make what in this community, and it's fascinating.
Yeah, and basically, if you can think of it, it can probably be made or purchased within our community, which is amazing. From making pens to wooden treasure chest boxes to, just anything. It's available within our community, which is amazing because there's so many talented people out there, and you get to meet them through this interaction, which is amazing.
Speaking of talented people who can make things, have you seen the poured silver game just increase leaps and bounds lately on social media?
Wow, man. In the last 5 years, I started my buying pours with Wild Pig, was probably one of the first guys I did business with. And then early Reckless, I started with him and MK bars. But now there's just so many out there, actually good pours too. There's a lot of talented guys out there, and I try to purchase something from all of them, at least one piece. Like you do. I think you do the same. You have a lot of pieces, don't you? I believe.
Yeah, and that's, I was buying from the community, and I find somebody that had just that one piece that spoke to me, and I would try to get a piece from everybody. It got difficult because everybody starts pouring, and it's like, wow, man, like
it's hard to follow. I believe you have my community round from years back with MK. I believe you got the didn't you get a MooneyTucker one from years ago? There was a community round that there's been many made with me over the years, but the one from MK started it off. Remember his community rounds?
Yes, I believe I have that, and I have one. I think that had you and Lawnman on, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's a Lawn Pops one I believe you have. And then there's a famous Seamus one that was made too. Seamus has his own community bar too that was out there for a while. But there's been a lot of different variations of me out there on bars.
Does famous Seamus collect anything else?
Excuse me?
Does famous Seamus collect anything else?
Nah, he's a coin collector. That's it. He at his age now, he's slowed down a lot. So he's mainly eating, sleeping, and going to the bathroom. That's about it. He's not too active anymore.
That's a good life.
Hey, he's doing good.
Nothing wrong with that. It's a good life. You and I talked briefly before we just decided to go live here about some things that trouble us in the hobby, and that being fakes. Tell me what you think about that.
And it's so hard to accept a fake, man, if they're even trying to pull that off. I came across Segs, which is one of my favorite holders. I just came across a Segs that was not testing real. We're going to investigate it a little more, but it hurts when you find that and you see that they're putting fake coins out there. I mean, I get everything tested now. I believe you do too, for that reason. A lot of them are coming out of China, and they're pretty good at duplicating this stuff, which is scary. There's been fake slabs sold on eBay, gold coins, Morgans, you name it. And it really hurts the hobby, I believe, anyway.
Yeah, and as the hobby grows, like we talked about, that it's actually blowing up, so too will people that want to scam people and get in on trying to hurt people by these fakes and other ways to scam people too. But you got to be very careful and make sure, like you said, test everything, and find somebody that's reliable. If you're going to a local place, make sure that person has ways of testing that shows you, hey, I'm willing to test it right here and show you that my stuff's good.
Yep. And same with buying and selling on Instagram, guys. Ask for referrals. If there's been a lot of scammers on here recently, don't be afraid to ask another community member, hey, have you ever done business with them? Hey, do you know this guy? Hey, is he reputable? Ask. All you got to do is ask. My DM blows up all the time about that. Hey, Pops, do you know this guy? You ever done business with this guy? And that helps the hobby, actually, to try to get away from taking care of these scammers,
Right.
Just
now,
ask.
As a coin collector, do you believe in setting goals? And did you ever set a goal, let's say, to complete something within the coin collecting, collection that you have? Did you ever complete any kind of goals or any kind of collections that you're proud of or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've completed quite a few. Even my Dansko album collections. Like I have a full Peace Dollar collection in the Dansko, Mercury Dime. I have, including key dates, Franklin halves. So I've tried not all the Morgans yet, of course, which is impossible to do really. Um, the American Silver Eagles date set up until now, graded in a 69 and a 70, that type of stuff. So yeah, I do set goals on trying to complete sets. It's fun
Yeah.
too. It's fun doing it.
It gives you something to look forward to. Like, oh, I got to get that next one so I can complete something. You
Yep.
mentioned the Silver Eagles and graded sets, right? What do you think about coin grading as you've seen like the hobby come from, not where it is today, but years back? What do you think about coin grading and maybe the future of that?
You know, I like that it protects the coins. Grading being subjective, I don't always agree with their grades, but you know, I can never tell the difference between a 69 and a 70. You know what I mean? You catch a guy on a bad day grading, you might not get the grade you're looking for. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about grading coins, but I do like the protection element of it, and having that holder to keep it in. And so it's becoming more popular. Obviously, I think you have your top three: NGC, PCGS, and Annex, who I love. I don't know. A lot of people are down on Annex. I'm not. I'm a big Annex fan, and I'm actually a Segs holder fan from old days. Back in the day, the Segs holders I love. So I like graded coins. Yes. Do I agree with it all the time? No. Like I said, grading is subjective, and I'm no coin grader by far.
Yeah.
But
I think that everybody probably has the same exact opinion on coin grading that you do, that, it has goods, it has bads. And I think it's mostly good,
yeah,
and it's going to be here to stay. Let's face it.
yeah, it's not going anywhere. It's getting bigger, actually, which I like. Like I said, I like having that holder and stacking them. And, there's a lot of ups to it. Not always agreeing with their grades, but, it is what it is. Because it could be a difference from us, as from a 69 to a 70 on a better date coin. Could be a difference of thousands of dollars on the value of that coin.
Oh, it gets pretty wild. Sure. And Mooney, I'm sitting here, in my house. I'm just clicking over on my channel here on YouTube. Do you ever watch any YouTube videos? Not necessarily my channel, but other channels on coin collecting. Maybe you get some kind of new silver piece or new coin that's really hot, and you just go, oh man, I want to go see about that on social media, or you maybe want to see about it on YouTube. You ever watch YouTube or anything like that?
I'm not gonna lie. I've watched you, but I haven't negotiated or learned how to really even do YouTube. I have not done a lot of YouTubing unless someone sends me a link, or I've seen Charlie Mack a couple times. I've obviously seen you many times, but I take it's a pretty big market on YouTube too. Also, correct?
Yeah, I mean, I call it social media. Obviously, Instagram is social media, Facebook. There's so many different places that people can go to see about their favorite hobbies. And it's, the sky's the limit about how crazy you want to go or how deep you want to go into that rabbit hole in any of the different platforms.
But if you want to find it, you can find it on YouTube for sure, right?
Oh, yeah. There's not a whole lot you can't find off on there for sure. I mean, like I said, I'm sitting here scrolling. I thought that I'd be done with my videos by now, but I think I have hundreds still to go that I've created. So imagine what somebody else has created. It's the sky's the limit, really.
Yeah, you're a pretty big boy on YouTube, my boy. Give yourself some credit. You have a great show, man. You have a great following. YouTube's hard. I know I've been told it's hard to get followers on YouTube, to stick with you and all.
You got to start and you got to keep going. And I think it'll trickle in for a little bit unless you have something really amazing that nobody's seen. But yeah, it's a trickle effect. Now, your Instagram is what? You about 7,000, or you're further than that now as far as followers goes?
No, I'm a private account. Always have been. I'm right at getting close to 7,000 now. I've never been open to the public. They got a request to join, so it's taken me a little longer to build up. But I like it that way, that I can screen who's joining, or I'm allowing to come in.
Well, that's That's amazing too, that you're a private account that has to accept people first, and you still have 7,000. I don't have 7,000. I have 4,000. So you're way bigger than me, and I'm not a private account. I don't think. I think you can just, be my friend whenever you want. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've been private since day one. So I like that aspect of it. It's pretty cool. I mean, there's guys on there with 50, 60,000 followers, but do they know them? Where are they from? Are they even in America? Who knows?
And that's one of the great things about you is maybe you don't really know every person that's on there by name, all 7,000. But I bet you there's a good majority of the people that you can go into a live with, or you can chit chat with here and there, that you actually know something about those people. And that's, again, a testament to how cool the community is.
Oh yeah, I love it. And the majority of my followers are coin related, but of course there's other interests that I have that of course I follow or follow me, but the majority is coin related followers. And I know a lot of them, talked to them, dealt with them, done deals with them, which is fun. That's what I love about IG. I'm just starting to test the waters on TikTok. I got like close to 5,000 followers on TikTok now, but I just started messing with that.
Holy smokes, 5,000, really good. I just started too. I got 20 followers or so on TikTok. Yeah, I thought maybe I'd dabble in that too.
Yeah, I probably got about maybe 30 posts on there, and I got close to 5,000 now followers. And I enjoy TikTok. It's funny. I've never used it. I've never gone live. You can go live after, I think, 1,000 followers, but I've never tried that yet. Never done it yet. Thinking about putting something together, maybe with the lawn man, and do something on TikTok, but I don't know. We'll see.
Well, listen, let me know when you're going to do that, and I'll hop on. I'll be one of your people that are watching live. Why not?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mooney, again, I know you've already got 7,000. You've got way more than me as far as followers on Instagram. But, just to try to help you out, if I can, a little bit, I'm going to put Mooney's information down in the description. You can go click on that. You can go see his Instagram. If you're not on Instagram already, sign up, be a community member. We have a very, tight knit community on there that, we know each other. We work with each other. If somebody's a scammer or trying to hurt the community, feed those people out. God bless you, Seamus. God bless you.
Join our community, folks. Yeah, please come in and be a part of this great community where we got going here. And I'm open to chatting with anybody anytime. Just shoot me a DM.
Mooney, I greatly appreciate you doing this, and letting people know that we have a community on Instagram, that you're a community member, that you highly recommend it. And also talking about how coin collecting and precious metals investing has really, really helped you.
Absolutely. I don't know what I would have done without having my metals during that 2-year period. From zero income because of my business shutting down, and so thank God I invested in metals. Thank God.
Mooney, before I let you go, and I really, again, greatly appreciate you doing this, is there anything you want to say, add? Anything you want to shout out?
Just thanks for having me, brother. And it's always a pleasure. And folks, we welcome new people to this community at all times. Join us, have some fun with us, interact, buy your coins, sell your coins. If you don't do either, come and watch and have fun.
Right on. Mooney, are you going to go to the Orlando Coin Show there? What is it, in January?
I will be at Fun Show. Absolutely. I was going to try to make Chattanooga, which is in November, but I'm taking my son on a cruise. I won't be able to make that one, but I will be at the Fun Show. Absolutely. You going to attend this year?
I should be attending. I usually go on the Thursday.
I'll hit you up then. We'll definitely get together down there. Yeah, I enjoy that show. I have fun at the Florida Fun Show. Very good. Well, once again, MooneyTucker, thank you very much for joining me on this. I'm going to try to reach the end of all my videos here by just scrolling. And I'm going to go back to your Instagram and check you out and see what I've been missing on there. Again, everybody, community is very important, and Instagram believes it. MooneyTucker believes it. He's a community member. And join us. Why not? Like he said, like MooneyTucker said, join us. And Seamus sneezed. He's basically saying join us when he sneezes like that. He is. He's saying good night, folks. Look at him. He's tired. Thank you very much for doing this. Thanks for having me, Peg. All right, brother. All right. Bye-bye. Peace. Take care, folks.